Hidden beneath our feet and woven quietly into the tapestry of the natural world, ants form societies of remarkable complexity and diversity. While the stereotypical image of an ant might be that of a robust worker dutifully carrying a crumb, the world's smallest ants defy expectations, navigating their tiny empires with precision and resilience. Today, we take a closer look at the top 5 smallest ants on Earth, exploring their diminutive sizes, fascinating behavior, unique habitats, diets, coloration, and the risks they pose to other species, including us. At the very edge of visibility is the Carabara atoma, possibly the tiniest ant ever discovered. Picture something less than a grain of sand. A worker Carabara atoma measures just 0.8 millimeters, half the diameter of the point on a pinhead. These unassuming creatures dwell deep in the rainforests of Central and South America, living in the moist refuge of underground tunnels or hidden among decaying leaves on the forest floor. Their coloration is subtle, a pale yellowish or brown, perfectly blending them into the detritus they call home. Carabara atoma's diet consists of fungus, fragments of decaying organic matter, and the minuscule invertebrates that share their shadowy world. They are harmless, almost ghost-like, as likely to vanish from sight as to pose any threat. In fact, they are more often prey than predator, making them vulnerable members of their ecosystem. Slightly more prominent but still remarkably petite is Solenopsis molesta, aptly nicknamed the thief ant. Measuring just 1 to 1.5 millimeters, they are mere flecks upon the floor. Yet these ants are notorious opportunists with a talent for infiltration. Found throughout North and South America, especially in the United States, thief ants specialize in stealth. They gain entry into kitchens, pantries, and food storage, often building nests within walls or behind baseboards. Their pale yellow to light brown color is a camouflage against many backdrops, enabling them to scavenge for grease, protein, and the remains of dead insects. Unique among ants, they are infamous for stealing food from the brood chambers of other ant colonies, hence their common name. While their small size means they're not aggressive toward humans, rarely biting or stinging, they remain a household nuisance, difficult to control and persistent in seeking out any opportunity for food. Journey into warmer climates, and you might stumble upon Wasmannia auropunctata, the little fire ant. Although only 1.2 to 1.5 millimeters long, astonishingly small for a fire ant, this species packs a punch far beyond its size. Native to Central and South America, the little fire ant has become an invasive menace in places like Hawaii, Florida, Australia, and many parts of Africa. Their golden to light brown coloration makes them almost shimmer when caught in a rare shaft of light, yet beneath this delicate exterior lies a stubborn and aggressive disposition. Dietarily, they consume small insects, honeydew collected from aphids, and even tiny seeds, making them adaptable to many environments, preferring to nest in soil under stones. Concealed in the leafy undergrowth, or on trees, their colonies can be dense and far-reaching. Of great ecological concern, Wasmannia auropunctata delivers a painful sting, forming supercolonies that drive out native species and deeply disrupt local ecosystems. Their proliferation remains a costly challenge for conservationists and residents alike. Traveling even farther from the wild into the domain of humanity, we meet Monomorium phareonis, universally known as the pharaoh ant. Ranging in size from 1.5 to 2 millimeters, these ants are among the tiniest household pests globally. Pharaoh ants are truly cosmopolitan, found on every continent except Antarctica, with a particular affinity for warm buildings, hospitals, and food service areas. Their coloration is deceptive, a soft yellow or light brown, often with a slightly darker abdomen, allowing them to move with little notice across countertops and within pantry shelves. Omnivorous by diet, they consume sugars, fats, proteins, and infamously even toothpaste. They thrive indoors, and their colonies can fragment and reproduce rapidly when threatened, making them incredibly difficult to eradicate. A more serious concern arises in clinical settings. Pharaoh ants can spread pathogens, posing a risk in hospitals where they may move between sterile and contaminated areas, and thus present a unique challenge for public health. In the leaf litter of tropical forests around the world, Cardiocondyle minutiae quietly continues its march. This minute ant, most workers and even queens measure just 1.0 to 1.5 millimeters, displays a remarkable lack of size dimorphism between castes. Distributed across Asia, Africa, Oceania, and South America, Cardiocondyle minutiae builds nests in decomposing wood, beneath stones, or within thick layers of leafy mulch. Their color ranges from light to reddish-brown, a subtle armor against the dappled sunlight of their woodland habitats. Their diet includes honeydew and fungi, as well as tiny arthropods, revealing a flexible, omnivorous palate. While they pose no real threat to humans, their presence in non-native environments can displace indigenous ant species, subtly reshaping entire ecosystems through competition and resource dominance. As we compare these 5 species, Carabara atoma, Solenopsis molesta, Wasmannia auropunctata, Monomorium farionis, and Cardiocondyle minutior, subtle differences emerge not just in size, but in lifestyle, color, and ecological impact. Their worlds are scaled down to the barest essentials, with bodies that shimmer from pale yellow to light brown, blending seamlessly into the soil, leaf litter, or household shadows. Their habitats reflect their adaptability, spanning from government buildings and hospitals to the untouched corners of rainforests and garden beds. Though most of these tiny ants do not directly threaten humans, their relationship with other species can be profound. The little fire ant leaves a trail of ecological upheaval, while pharaoh ants carry risks of contamination in human-altered spaces. Yet, the majority of the world's smallest ants exist quietly, performing vital roles in decomposition, nutrient recycling, and sustaining the microfauna beneath our awareness. In summary, the smallest ants on our planet remind us that scale does not equate to significance. These minute pioneers embody resilience, adaptability, and the enduring power of the natural world, telling stories in miniature that echo across continents and ecosystems, challenging us to look closer and appreciate the hidden intricacies of life beneath our feet.